Um, Hello, future YouTube frogs, and anyone who's watching this. It's 26 now, at the time of me recording this, and I figured I would go over my goals for the year, or at least what my mind space is right now, because honestly, I've been a little bit all over the place lately. But I did want to talk about that and more in this video, so yeah. I'm gonna use this chance to talk about where my headspace has been and what I think I'll be up to going forward. But yeah, I haven't been streaming as much because, low-key, I was a little burnt out and I don't want to say my mental was bad. I just wasn't focusing like I should be. And the moment when you realize, hey, you're trying to do too much, you need to slow down, that's really hit me, and I was like, hey, maybe I probably should slow down a little bit. So I took a little bit of a break from streaming, but I've been working on other things I want to share with you guys, so stay tuned for that. And of course, like this video as well as subscribe if you're interested. I want to get into more analytical videos about games and series and stuff like that, so that's the main thing that I wanted to do for 2026. So making more content for YouTube is the main thing. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like other ideas and stuff that I had for the year and like my overall predictions, because I figured why not, instead of like looking back, why not look forward. I was in a bit of a reflective mood, but like I don't see the point in dwelling on it too much, other than seeing how far I've came. But other than that, I don't like to dwell in the past too much. But regardless, enough about 2025. That year was difficult for a lot of reasons, but 2026, in a world of AI and weird algorithms and actual bigots on the timeline, it's been rough to be an artist on social media. Well, I've been online. I've been on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. I haven't exactly posted a whole lot of art content online last year. And there was a few reasons. In my latest video, I said I was trying to get back to making art for me and not necessarily for social media, because I think in some ways it was harming my creative process a little bit, feeling that I had to be a certain way, and I don't want to think that. I don't want to limit my art to just being for that. So I took a little bit of a break from posting art on social media, focusing on gaming and collabs, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. We'll definitely be doing some gaming, but I do kind of want to balance it with art because it's my first love. Despite how I might feel burnt out by other things, art is something that's always stuck with me, and something that I definitely want to keep doing for the rest of my life. It is a part of me. It will always be a part of me. And whether I post that online or not, that isn't really going to change anything. But yeah, that actually leads me to my first prediction for the year, and unfortunately it deals with AI. Now, there's people going around that saying that AI is a bubble, and other people that are saying that it's not a bubble. I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, obviously it's doing a lot of bad for the environment, and that isn't really being talked about enough. If you've seen my reposts on TikTok, you likely know I've been talking about, well, reposting stuff regarding how impactful it is towards the environment and all of that. Because everyone's into the instant gratification of AI, but no one's really thinking about the consequences of using that, both physically and mentally, because let's be real, we're not able to actually handle something like that. And we don't really know the consequences of what we're we are doing when we use software like that. It causes people just to be quick to judgment without really seeing the facts for themselves or bothering to do proper research. But like, that's a topic for another video, and I've already covered it previously. But in relation to art, I definitely see that there's more of a change in like the art industry and stuff. A lot of industry artists and mangakas don't feel confident posting their work on social media because of AI, and they don't want their characters and work to be trained by Grok or any other insert model. So I think that's probably going to be a continuation of top artists not really wanting to post their work. Now, I took a break from posting. I wasn't super concerned about AI being trained off of my art, even though I know I probably should be. I was more concerned with like losing my creativity by feeling like I had to post art all the time. But I guess I shouldn't let these platforms like bully me into like performing a certain way or not sharing the stuff that I'm interested in, because for a lot of artists, the social media was one of their only ways to like express themselves creatively, because they may not necessarily have resources wherever they may live. And it has started the careers of so many artists. So to see it turn into like a former shell of itself is sad. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if more high-profile artists were to stop posting on social media. I already see some of this on some of other places that I view art on. I don't have Twitter anymore, but I still browse Instagram every now and again. And I notice like sizable artists, like some of the people that have been in the industry for like many years, they're not posting as much on social media. And again, they're like being very honest about it. They don't want their stuff trained by AI. So unfortunately, that's a trend that I see continuing on this year. That being said, I don't think it's all doom and gloom for artists. I think people will actually move more towards traditional art as opposed to digital stuff. And of course, no shade to digital artists. I'm doing digital art right now. I'm drawing my OC Lucy here. But I think people like to pack stuff that they like. And what I mean by that is that they still do have a soft spot for physical media. And I think traditional art will make like a comeback. I don't want to say a comeback, but like, I think people might be more into arts and crafts, stuff to do by hand, and not necessarily associated with the computer. Now, whether or not they share it on social media, that's something different, but I anticipate that crafting and traditional art and painting might become more of a thing. And to be honest, out of all the things that are going through inflation right now, art supplies have been relatively consistent in terms of price. They haven't like fluctuated too much, surprisingly. So I guess it's still a pretty decent time to want to get into art, despite everything else going on. And honestly, being creative is the best thing you can do to resist some of the goings on with society, because obviously not everyone can like travel, but creativity is like one of the ways that you deal with life, and everyone can stand to be a bit more creative. So yeah, I think physical media will make a return, or at least be more pronounced in 2026. I remember like during COVID, there was like a whole trend of people painting calculators and random stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a continuation of that. Um, just having something that's physically your own and you don't have to pay a subscription for, it's going to be refreshing to a lot of people. I know it is for me. So I've definitely been in my sketchbook because I don't really have to worry about paying a subscription or having to deal with like an AI tool. I just use my two hands, a pencil, and my painting or pencils or whatever I happen to be using at the time. So yeah, physical media, at least in terms of art, I think will make a return prominence. As far as like my goals for the year, I just kind of just want to be creative. I don't necessarily believe too much in like resolutions because things happen, and I tend to be the type of person that beats myself up if I'm not able to achieve the things that I think I should be achieving. So I just tend to like to play it by ear. But I guess if I had one goal, I sort of let YouTube slack in 2025. I focused more on streaming, and I've done like a ton of collabs, which I'm glad to be doing. I'm happy for the group that I'm in. Everyone's so nice and supportive, and I want to do more stuff with them, but I do also want to focus more on YouTube. So my goal is still to stream like at least twice a week, but I do think I want to get back into like more consistent YouTube uploads because Twitch changed their requirements for affiliate, and considering that my schedule is kind of all over the place and probably will be for at least the next few months, but I'm gonna try to focus more on YouTube because I think I can like do more in that direction. Now I'm still gonna stream on Twitch. We're still gonna do collabs. I'll still probably try to prioritize shorter games and stuff, but if I focus on YouTube, I will need to spend more time editing. And low-key, I've been on a bit of a roll lately. I've been watching my old VODs to see what I could improve on. So, yeah. I do want to grow YouTube more. And considering that I do not have an editor, nor can I afford to get one, I have to be a little bit more lenient with that. That being said, we'll probably do like art challenges and group collabs and art collabs in the near future. I gotta figure out when I can set up like a magma canvas collab. We had the RV there yet collab for next week, so maybe I might try to set something up for the week after that. If anyone wants to join, of course, no pressure. But I feel like doing a group art thing could be fun. If you guys have any art predictions for 2026, please let me know down in the comments. I'm interested in seeing what other people think. And I guess this is also like art adjacent and related to what I said. I think there's going to be more of a resurgence in like independent projects, independent games, independent animation, because I think a lot of people are sick and tired of like mainstream entertainment and like the monopolization of streaming and stuff like that. And as a result, people are going to want to start creating their own things. And it kind of ties into my other point too about people wanting authenticity and not necessarily big brands or big media groups dictating everything, as if the whole Warner Brothers situation isn't proof of that itself. I said this before on stream and other places, but I've been going back to more older series and watching new stuff. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm in my boomer era now, but like, I don't know. There hasn't been too many shows and stuff that have caught my eye. especially regarding to anime, I haven't been watching much anime in 2025. Like, the only thing that I really took the time to keep up with is One Piece, but even now that is slowing down, so I haven't exactly felt the urge to like follow something new. I do need to start watching Gachi Kuda because I've keep been jamming to the music of that show, but I haven't actually watched it. I've been listening to music because they use like New Orleans style beats and like Afro beats in their endings and intros, and that is like pretty sick. So yeah, I need to give that anime a try. But apart from that, and I think Freerun's gonna come back real soon, I haven't been too excited by anime. Everyone was memeing about how bad the latest One Punch Man season was, and I saw like clips of it. I read the manga up to that point, so I already knew it was gonna happen, but man, let's just say the slobification of anime continues, and I think that's a bigger symptom of like a larger problem in our media these days. At least from mass-produced areas, I think independent media is actually doing better. It still has a long way to go, especially with everything that's going on, but from what I saw, it seems like pretty exciting, and I can't wait to see what they do with that this year. But again, I think, I don't know how to say this without sounding pretentious, but I think anime is running into the issue where it's trying to appeal to too many people, and in the process it's sort of not as interesting, if that makes sense. The artistry and the attention to detail in a lot of newer shows just doesn't feel there anymore. And it could just be the consequence of studios being cheap, which unfortunately that's applying to a lot of companies and stuff these days, but I don't know. Even going back like 10 years ago, I can't believe 2016 was 10 years ago. I still remember back then I was trying to post my artwork on Instagram, and that was a time before TikTok. Back then we only had Vine, but yeah, it's crazy to think that the whole space, both art and anime, and both spaces are almost unrecognizable compared to 10 years ago. But time is a circle or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, and let me know if anyone else feels this way, but anime has just not been as exciting for me. And unless like there's some major changes, I don't see that opinion of mine being changed. I hope the new Freerun season's good though. I'll probably watch it as it airs. Usually I wait for the season to end before I watch something, but I lucky have been excited for I've been excited for Freerun, so I am looking forward to that. But apart from that, like I said, I hadn't been watching anime, and low-key, it's been feeling kind of stale, and I don't necessarily think I'm the only one that feels that way. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't even know if that really falls into like being a prediction or just a ramble or whatnot, but I do think the bubbification is reaching the anime space. There's some authors that are noticing this, like Fujimoto, the creator of Gachi Kuda. She has said some similar things to that as well. So it makes me think that maybe I'm not going crazy if people in the field are also starting to feel the same way. So take that however you will. But yeah, I want to do more like group collab stuff this year, and I believe we have another RV There Yet collab for next Friday. So that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to play with a full lobby. It's gonna be chaotic. But yeah. people yearn for community, and it's nice to have a community of people to chill and play games with and be silly with, because whimsy is missing in a lot of folks' lives, so to have that and to be able to share that is fun. I did also say that I wanted to get more involved with the art community, so I need to reach out to more artists. I need to join more art discords and talk and not be so standoffish. I wouldn't even say shy, but I guess it is still a bit shy because I still have imposter syndrome sometimes with other artists, because like they're so cooler than me. They know much more than I do. I do get a little insecure, and it's not like because I don't know what I'm doing. It's just, I don't know, it's my brain being silly. But in order to facilitate a healthy art community, I need to get involved, and yeah, that involves talking to other artists. So that's one of my main goals, other than just be creative. I was already gonna do that anyways, so I need to branch out a bit more. As far as projects are concerned, like I said, I do want to focus on YouTube, and considering I'm drawing one of my original characters, I might make a separate YouTube video or like channel for doing just that. But if I do that, it probably won't be till like after spring or summer. But I have been spending time writing, so you might see some teasers and stuff. I'm also working on something else that I think you guys will like, but I do not want to leak anything about it quite yet. You will see in due time. It's not quite ready yet. Unfortunately, since I had like my whole situation these past couple weeks, that had to take a little bit of a backseat, but now that I'm mostly better, I should have time to focus on something that I think will improve the quality of my streams and videos and keep things interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to work on that. And yeah, you guys will just have to stay tuned to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I didn't really want to keep this video too long. I wanted to go over some of my art goals, or like overall goals, and some predictions that I had for the new year. I don't really want it to be super lengthy because my goals don't really change. I want to be creative. I want to connect with other creators. And I did the second part in 2025, but I definitely could stand to be more involved with the art community. And yeah, I know I haven't been uploading on YouTube as consistently as I should be, but I want to thank you guys for the support. And yeah, 2026 will be a year of change, and I look forward to it. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.